Okay, we'll call the meeting to order at 6:02. And we'll say pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Kathy.
Danielle Allen, here. Bailey,
I saw him on, but he went away.
okay, I can come back. Dave Bowers.
Here.
Michael Broom,
Here.
Casey Considine. Tim Dean. Doug Farster,
Here.
Bob Gibler,
Present.
Jim Horstman.
Here.
Tom Kitson,
Present.
Mike Copine.
Here.
Lyra Mimini,
Present.
Chris Norberg,
Here.
Bob Olson.
Here.
Bill Palin,
Here.
Clay Partington, Jim Sheeline,
Here.
Marilyn Schipper,
Here.
Charlie Thomas,
Present.
Judy Truckenbrod. No Judy, Mike.
Judy just sent me a message. She's trying to get in.
Jim Wentling. No Jim either. Katie White,
She's here. She's,
Katie,
let me unmute her. Try that.
I'm here.
Marvin Williams.
Definitely.
There. John Nicholson,
Here.
okay, Dave Bally, so will we be able to know when these
Yeah.
others finally get in?
Yeah, and I'll let you know.
Okay,
There are two phone numbers that I'm not sure who they are.
okay,
We need to identify 815-440-1771.
Denise
Okay,
McCaffrey.
all right. Denise. We also have 815-440-0487. That Jim? Oh, yeah, he's using the Galaxy
yes, that's Jim,
tab,
that is Jim.
so this is Jim.
Yep.
Jim. Wentling here.
Yeah. Jim Wentling.
Hey, Jim, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go.
Yep, there we go.
And I have no more people trying to join right now, so.
Judy is trying to log in.
Let's see here.
Okay. We'll go on. And I have a couple announcements. I have actually a couple letters I'd like to read, thank you letters, but I feel they have huge merit and I'd like to read them. The first one is County Board members. I want to thank you for caring about all our health during this pandemic. It shows such a deep concern for your employees and I applaud you for caring. It's such a difficult time for everyone and your compassion is very much appreciated. Sincerely, Cece Stover, who works down in the county clerk's office. Very nice note. And then, back on May 20th, some of you are aware the city of Freeport had some riots and destruction downtown, and some vandalism to various other buildings. And a couple of, actually 4 of our individuals went up there. The first letter I'd like to read is congratulating Kevin Lally for going up and helping them set up cameras and radios and so on. Comes from the Chief of Police of Freeport. It says on May 31st, 2020, the city of Freeport experienced threats of violence in regards to civil unrest that is occurring across our nation. As an incident unfolded, it was obvious that the Freeport Police Department and Stevens County Sheriff's Department needed more resources. A call was made to all regional police and sheriff's departments requesting assistance. Your agency sent resources to help with the unfolding situation. During the civil unrest in Freeport, a large group of protesters attempted to create an intense confrontation with law enforcement officers. At several points during the stressful times, rocks were thrown at law enforcement, government buildings were damaged, and entry was attempted into several buildings and businesses. I'm proud to say that your officers stood shoulder to shoulder with many other officers and agencies. As all of the officers stood together, they showed great restraint and bravery in the face of a very demanding incident. As said before, I'm incredibly proud we've all stood with each of these officers. Thank you for sending the resources to assist with the incident in Freeport. This was signed by Matt Summers as Chief of Police. This was specifically referring to Kevin Lally. But then in addition to that, I also got another letter sent by the sheriff of Stevens County, David Snyders, and it was to John Symington, but it was Dear Sheriff Symington, on behalf of the Stevens County Sheriff's Office and the citizens of Stevens County, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and gratitude for the assistance we received Sunday, May 31st and Monday, June 1st. Social media posts revealed that protests were planned for Sunday evening at the Stevenson County Courthouse. Plans to break into the courthouse and destroy records were also revealed. Additionally, there were threats of burning the Stevenson County Jail and freeing inmates. On Sunday, the protests started peacefully. However, they soon became increasingly violent, resulting in several courthouse windows being broken. Demonstrators were confronted, and after several hours, during which windows in downtown businesses were broken, projectiles were thrown at police, as well as other acts of violence carried out, the riot was quelled. 5 arrests were made, including 1 juvenile. In anticipation of additional acts of violence on Monday night, we asked for and received assistance again. Due to action taken by strong law enforcement response on Sunday night, only with a few curfew imposed by the city of Freeport, there were no violent confrontations. Several arrests were made for violating curfew. By sending your deputies and equipment to assist us, we were able to prevent the total breaching of the courthouse, additional damage and looting to downtown businesses, and injuries to law enforcement personnel. We've had nothing but positive comments from citizens and business owners, and they are very grateful for the response and actions taken by law enforcement agencies who responded to assist my office and the Freeport Police Department. Again, thank you for all your assistance you provided. It's signed by Dave Snyder, the sheriff. And this involved Sergeant Matt McCrail, Deputy and Canine Officer Josh Coward, and Detective Mike Amasquito, or Jake Amasquito, I'm sorry. So those 3 gentlemen, along with Kevin, went up there, and I think we owe them all a big round of gratitude. We were fortunate not to have any instances of Dixon other than some peaceful things. So,
Hey, John, real quick.
Yeah.
We got a couple more people joined. Dave Valley. Where'd he go?
right there.
See him?
Yeah. Good evening, Dave.
On my mute.
Good evening.
There we go.
I figured that out.
Who else?
Okay, and then we have 2883039.
Who would that be?
Tim.
Tim?
Oh,
Okay.
Tim Dean?
Hi,
Okay.
Tim.
Let me get him renamed. And then I think the other one's Judy. Is she, 576 7620912. Judy, are you at 762? Judy?
7620912.
Is that Judy?
You can't hear me?
There we go.
Now we can, Judy. Good evening.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, I think we got everyone.
I have a couple of resolutions for Joseph Meyer tax auction 06-2001. Tax auction pin, and it's in your packet. And then the second resolution, you want them individual, Kathy, or you want them together?
You might want to back up and do the approval of the board minutes first.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yep.
Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes that were sent to them by the county clerk? Any corrections or additions to them? Not, then they'll stand approved as read. Thank you, Kathy.
Yep.
Proceeding.
So now you can do those
You
together
want them
if they're, I mean, you can, or you can do them separate.
We'll do them
because
together
something-
unless somebody objects. We have two resolutions for Joseph Meyer tax auction. They're on your agenda, the numbers. We need a motion to pass both of them.
I'll make that motion. I'll second it.
Who made the motion?
Tim.
Okay,
Second by Kitson.
okay. Then we have a roll call that will cover both of those.
Sheline,
Aye.
Shippers,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Truckenbrod,
Yes.
Wentling,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Williams, Williams,
He's muted. He's on mute.
Muted.
Yes.
Allen,
Yes.
Bally,
I think we lost Dave.
Bowers,
Yes.
Broom,
Yes.
Considine is not here. Dean,
Yes.
Barster,
Yes.
Gibler,
Yes.
Horstman,
Yes.
Kitson,
Yes.
Copine,
Yes.
Lamini,
Yes.
Norberg,
Yes.
Olson,
Yes.
Palin, Nicholson,
Yes. To the zoning board, there's no petitions. From the planning commission, no petition, or to the planning commission, no petitions. From the zoning board, no petitions. From the planning commission, no petitions. Then, under board member comments, do we have any board member comments? We have none. Okay. Under public and visitor comments, is there anybody down there, Mike, at all, public, or do you have an email?
No.
None? Okay. Last several months, we have basically just gone down through the committees, and rather than read the full content of the committee report, I would say, just if anybody has a question for Bob Olson, they can ask Bob. If not,
Kathy wanted me to read the report if I could. For the health department.
okay, you want to cover that under the health department?
She's right, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, no. Does anybody have any questions for Bob? Bob, you got any comments?
No, I missed the meeting in Maryland, would be more appropriate to ask.
Marilyn, do you want to make any comment on the finance committee meeting?
I think it's well covered in the minutes.
Okay,
If there's questions, I'll answer, but
okay. Anybody have questions for Marilyn? Road and Bridge, Mr. Sheeline. Do you have any
Sure.
comments?
No comments. Do I need to make a motion for the claims?
Yes, you do, sir. I'll second.
Yeah, I so move.
Got a motion by Jim, second by Chris Norbert. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Do you have any questions for Jim regarding road and bridge? Properties, Mr. Bauer?
Nothing unless there's questions.
Okay. Any questions for Dave? Under lots, again, Jim, do you have any?
You have the report in your packet. If there's any questions, direct them to Greg, please.
Any questions on lots?
Marvin's chuckling at me.
Yeah. Ad services. Judy? You have any comments on ad services?
No, just that do pay attention to Kathy Meyer's report regarding the elections. There's a lot of information in that.
Any questions for Judy on ad services committee meeting? Public safety, Mr. Copine.
Short meeting, minutes are in there. Any questions? I'll be glad to answer.
Any questions for Mike? Blackhawk Hills Regional Council, Tim.
We do have our annual meeting on the 22nd. It'll be held with Zoom. That is all I have at this time.
Any questions for Mr. Dean on Blackhawk Hills? Again, Tim, 911 board.
Mostly it's a standard thing of working with some of the equipment and building maintenance issues. That if some work is done on the old jail building, we want to work at the same time with the county to control the water flow that heads to the PSAP. That's it for 911.
Any questions for Mr. Dean? Tourism, Mr. Palin.
I've got a couple items. We received good news from the United Way of Lee County in the form of a $1,300 grant, which is well appreciated at this time. Our hotel motel tax for April was only $2,094.78. We had two good months out of the last four. January and February, of course, was before this COVID thing, and so we have a total of for 4 months of $12,374. And the first 4 months of 2019 was $17,925, which is a $5,551 deficit right now. We're doing what we can. Our secretary is working reduced hours, and now that things are starting to straighten out with the campgrounds opening and what have you, we're looking forward to a decent next 8 months, but going to be tough time for the next few months. That's what we want to report.
Any questions for Mr. Palin? Health Department.
I just had 4 things that Kathy wanted me to share. She couldn't make it tonight. She's on another Zoom meeting. She said the health department, they're interviewing for 2 contact tracers right now. Them are temporary positions and they're fully grant funded. Once she hires them, probably by a grant. New cases are trickling in. She said every several days right now. Recoveries are going well. They currently have 1 person hospitalized in the county. They'll resume regular staff hours the week of the 26th. Should coincide with phase 4 reopening. She also mentioned phase 4 is not free for all. Social distancing and face coverings, masks will remain important. We see some states with increasing numbers, and we don't want that here in Illinois. So a downward trajectory for cases, deaths, we want to keep it that way. In fact, Illinois has been lauded for having the most significant decreased cases in the country over the last 2 weeks. If any questions, you feel free to call Kathy or email her. She can help you out.
Any questions on that? Tri-County Opportunities, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir. Just a minute, I had to go pick up some papers, and I picked up the wrong thing. We have a meeting, I think, the 30th of this month. The last meeting, everyone should have a copy of the minutes of the meeting. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try to answer.
Any questions for Mr. Williams? UCCI, Mr. Forrester.
Yet to have a meeting in Springfield, wait to hear when the next one will be. We're receiving, everyone I believe should be receiving plenty of communication that they're passed on from the governor's office on down on the various issues. But as far as UCCI, there's been no meeting as of now, Mr. Chairman.
Any questions for Mr. Forrester on that? Under executive and claims, the minutes are in your packet. And I just need a motion for the claims.
Hello, B.
Mr.
Bill,
Peter, second,
Marvin.
Mr. Williams. Any questions at all? Need a roll call on that, Kate? Roll call it.
Whatever you want to do. I mean,
Does anybody want a roll call? Other than that, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, under old business, the reoccurring item for discussion on reduction of members of the county board.
you need county officers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back. County officers reports request for deposit of funds, orders paid and vacation, need a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Olson, who was the second?
Kitson. Second, Bill Palin.
Okay. Mr. Kitson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 I think basically everybody's here, and so we'll just, unless somebody requests a roll call vote, or it's mandatory, then we just won't have them. Get back under old business, under discussion of reduction of members of the county board. That's there for thought. It is starting to come down to the fact where we have to make some decisions on that, but right now it's just there for thought. Under new business, there's a resolution in your packet for the salary of the county engineer for the period of July 1, 2020, ending in June 30th, 2021. I need a motion for that.
Toby.
Okay, Williams,
Bill Palin.
second,
Bill Palin.
second by Mr. Olson back here. Any discussion on that?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
In your packet is a renewal of a lease we've had with Best for many years. And need a motion to approve that lease. Mr. Copine,
Bill Palin.
second by Mr. Palin. Any discussion on that?
No.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
At all the committee meetings, Paula Meyer brought a resolution to establishing a budget amendment policy. I assume that basically everybody has seen that, and I need a motion to pass that.
So moved by Shipperd.
Okay, second
First,
by Forrester. Any discussion on any of that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
A couple of weeks ago, the Leobo County Enterprise Fund gave money to the county that came to, well, they redistributed $100,000 to the various subscribing entities for Lee County Industrial Development. There was money in the fund. They gave $100 that was portioned back to who gave what. And Lee County specifically got back $18,995.91. This was money that was set aside to give for grants to businesses that are deserving in the area, primarily Down County. And we have no real way of administering these grants without hiring someone. And so what was discussed was to turn it back over to Lee County Industrial Development to replenish their fund and give more grants out to deserving businesses or individuals running in businesses. So I need a motion to do that. Mr. Olson,
Moved by Sheetline.
second by Sheeline. Any discussion on that? All in favor, say aye. And then, that was you, Bob, was this?
Yeah,
Throw it up.
John, who was the first on that motion?
I was.
Bob Olson.
You want to elaborate on that, Bob, or?
Yeah, all this next resolution talks about is minimum wage. July 1, it goes to $10 an hour, July 1, 2020. Then it steps up every year after that, up until $50 on January 1st, 2025. We're all aware of that. This just gives the authority to the payroll clerk and then them that they can go ahead on them dates and change, make sure we're up to date and we're doing properly. So that's all. We just take care of that.
Is everybody aware of what that says? It's in your packet. Need a motion to pass that?
So moved. Kitson.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Second, I'm sorry.
Second, Wentling.
Okay. Any discussion on that? I mean, it's government statute, so all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there any other new business? Under appointments, there are two reappointments in the packet. One would be a reappointment of Brad Sibley to the LCTS board, effective June 15th, 2020 to June 14th, 2023, and then reappointment of Jan McCoy to the Lee County Board of Health beginning July 1, 2020 to June 30th, 2023. We'll get a motion to pass both those at the same time. Mr. Copini, is there a second? Mr. Norberg? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Charlie, is Charlie Boonstra, are you there, Charlie?
Yeah, he's down there, but
I'm just curious if you need an executive
I
session.
don't know if he. Oh, he's,
Executive session.
What's that, Charlie?
Don't believe we need executive session?
No executive session?
Correct.
Okay. We need a motion for mileage and per diem.
Bill Palin.
Okay, is there a second?
Gibber.
Mr. Gibler? Any discussion on that at all? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All bills and appropriations allowed by roll call. Need a motion on that? Mr. Coppeen?
Second.
Mr. Norberg? Second. Any discussion? Kathy?
Schiffer,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Truckenbrod,
Yes.
Wentling,
Yes.
White. Yes. Williams,
Yes.
Allen. Yes. Bailey,
Yes.
Bowers,
Yes.
Broom,
Is that Broom?
yes.
Yes.
Dean,
Yes.
Farster,
Yes.
Gibler,
Yes.
Horstman,
Yes.
Kitson,
Yes.
Copine,
Yes.
Lemini,
Yes.
Norberg,
Yes.
Olson,
Yes.
Palin,
Yes.
Sheeline,
Yes.
Nicholson,
Yes. Does anybody else have anything else to be brought to the board? Very short meeting tonight, folks.
Very good.
Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Need a motion to adjourn.
Will be.
Okay. Thank you all very much. Have a good evening.
You too.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night now.
Night all.
Feel like I'm yelling. There, Lori. It was a test. Next one will be worse.
No, it's going to be worse. She might be here.
Get you home. Very good. Nice to see you.